Hey Flosstube, it's Morgan, HoneyBee Stitcher here on YouTube as well as on Instagram. Today is Friday the 20th of November. It's currently around 6:30 p.m. here in Melbourne. This is Flosstube number 5. For those of you who are new, thank you for stopping by and checking me out. I have been stitching for probably 2 years-ish, almost. And I'm from Melbourne, Australia. If you're returning, thanks for stopping by again. I have some pretty incredible progress that I'm really happy to show you guys, as well as a little bit of haul. I'm going to start off with just a quick thank you to everyone who's commented, liked, reached out to me through DMs. Also the people that have given me a shout out. I've been made aware of a few people. I am also a little bit behind on some floss tubes. It's been a pretty chaotic couple of weeks just with my headspace lately. So as much as stitching has helped me, I haven't really been able to bring myself to use my phone outside of kind of work hours because I'm working from home and I'm working on my phone a lot. And I've just learned to really try and separate the two. So if I've missed a shout out, please do let me know. I'd like to always say thank you and reach out and things. So yeah, but thank you for all the support. Thank you for all the comments on my videos, any advice that you guys have been giving me. I have really appreciated it. So just a couple of shout outs I wanted to say thank you to that I am aware of is Megan at Georgia Girl Stitching. Darren the Dizzy Stitcher, who I didn't actually realize, is up in Queensland. So I am starting from the start on your videos, and Woolly Sheepy Stitcher as well. So thank you very much for the love. I really do appreciate it. But if I've missed anyone, please do let me know. I don't want to be mean and miss one or not reply or anything or acknowledge it. So if you're aware of someone that has, please let me know. Okay, so I am just about to get ready for a bit of a crafty night with my future sister-in-law. She's coming to hang out while my fiance is off for driving. She is not as much of a cross stitcher as I am. She's very artsy, into knitting and all kinds of handcraft. She also screen prints t-shirts and custom designs those. She's also just really good at drawing or replicating photos into artwork. Anyway, so for her birthday, I brought her a cross stitch pattern off Etsy of Super Mario and kitted it up for her. So she's coming over. We're doing a bit of everything, but hopefully a little bit of that. So that'll be a really nice night. Their parents are due to come and stay with us from tomorrow, so it's going to be a little bit hectic the next week, but in a good way. We haven't seen them since January, since our engagement party, so it's been a long time coming. We're going to our wedding venue on Sunday. We get to show them. We decided in July to change our venue for our wedding that was supposed to be the Halloween long weekend here in Melbourne. It was a public holiday on the Tuesday, so we were supposed to get married on the Monday, so November 2nd. But decided to change the venue. The original plan that we had was beautiful, but didn't really feel like us. If we had our way, we'd be flying to Italy to get married in Italy, in the Tuscan Hills. So we've gone with a winery that feels as close to it as can be. But his family haven't seen it, so I'm really excited to go there and for lunch and show them around. It's supposed to be really nice weather, except that of course the only day in November that it's supposed to rain so far is when we're there on Sunday. And the restaurant itself is inside, but there's an outside chapel and it's on a vineyard, so the grounds. But anyway, so I'm really looking forward to that, and then just having someone around while I'm working. I think that's going to be a big thing for my mentality. Getting a little bit over working from home, as much as I love being here and with my dog. I am a very social, chatty person, and my job does require, or not require, but I need to be able to bounce things off my colleagues, get them to check an email, have them being listening to a phone call or vice versa. And there are a lot of appointments, and it takes me an extra half an hour from where I am to get to a lot of my appointments, which is annoying. So yeah, I am missing a little bit of the office and people around, but hopefully having his parents here during the day. His mum does a very similar job that I do, but in a different state and in a different field, or not field. I guess you could say one's, I'm in residential and she's in a particular kind of residential that's different to me, that only certain criteria can meet. So she gets a lot of what I go through, so it'll be really nice to have her there as well. So yeah, okay, enough rambling. I was hoping that I would have a bit more stash come in, but I don't. I did get one delivery from 123 Stitch. I am waiting on one more thing which was back ordered, and that's already been shipped. I'm waiting still on a delivery from an Australian company, but most importantly, I'm waiting on my material for the Dark Queen of the Sea stitch along, which is through Autumn Lane Stitchery and Leslie at Under the Sea Fabrics. I purchased the material, the bead pack and the specialty threads through Leslie, and it's currently in Japan. It's in Japan. I want to be in Japan. So if it doesn't arrive here in the next week, I might just jump on a plane to Japan and go pick it up. Like, I could go there. But yeah, I was hoping to have that so that I can start that this week, but hopefully it comes in early next week and it'll give me something to do. I just thought I'd quickly show you first, just because our restrictions have lifted and I've finally gotten around to getting out to our spotlight. I have FFO'd an old cross stitch. So this, there we go. This is Geometric Skull, which is from GeckoRouge. It was a free chart that was released into their Facebook group. I did this while I was waiting for my 2 full coverage pieces that I purchased to arrive. It calls for 5 colors, so it was something really easy. It's stitched on 18 count White Aida using the called for DMC. I then purchased this frame from Kmart for $4 or $6. I actually have, oh, sorry, the TV's on. I actually have a photo wall to go here full of these frames, so this does tie in, but for now this sits at my desk. I will try and take this out. So I purchased, oh, maybe I won't be able to get it out. I purchased some mounting board from Spotlight. I got a 5-pack of A4 for $4 or something. And then I can't get this out. I just cut it to size of the back of the frame, which I can't fit in because the finish is too fat. So I mounted that onto the board with pins and acid-free tape. And yeah, I've never known how to finish. I guess Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch is her tutorial on how to finish a project is kind of what I followed without, I watched it when she released it. I haven't watched it again since, but I kind of picked up on a lot of those skills and techniques, and that's what I've kind of mentally done when I've been doing this. So that's that. I have 2 finishes. One I've posted about on my Instagram, and one that I finished all of an hour ago. Is it or is it not the bee? To be or not to be? Anyway, I'll quickly finish. I'll do some haul and then I'll go into it. So I have spoken about some of my pending plans given once things start to arrive. So this is my 123 Stitch order, where I ordered the Nora Corbett Buttercup Pixie Blossom chart off 123 Stitch. On 123 Stitch, you have the option of kitting up a kit on their service when you add it to cart. So you can't get the DMC to ship from 123 Stitch to Australia. So I need to buy that, but I'm not going to take the nat. I purchased all the beads. And for the Me and Mermaid kit that I plan on doing, that's the freebie from the Mirabilia website, I purchased the missing beads for that as well. I have another order for an Australian company for some stuff, and that the rest of the material for that is in that. I also decided to stick with getting the called for fabric, which is 32 count antique white Jobelan even weave. I won't use this for the piece, I don't think. I think I might use this for something like the Me and Mermaid, but I just thought it was really cheap on there. I don't have it with me, but I just thought no harm in having that, something to practice on. I got another Snag Nabbit. So if you don't know what this is, check out Steph from Just Keep Stitching or Megan at Georgia Girl Stitching. They're the reason that I purchased my first one of these, which it's packed away under my my phone. So if you can kind of see, there's a couple of grooves. It's groovy up top here, and it's just a thin, it goes down to a pointed needle down the bottom. So it's designed to pull, like if you put it through a hole in your material, if you've got like a little bit of fluff sticking up, the grooves on the top half of that needle help pull it in, and it just helps clean up and neaten up your work. So I go through, if there's something as I'm going, or I'll go through the piece at the end and look through it and do this as needed. So it was really cheap. I paid $25 off eBay for my first one, and then I was putting through this order on 123 Stitch, and this came up and it was like $2. Maybe not that cheap, but it was definitely like $5 maybe at most, and I paid $25. And then the Me and Mermaid calls for Karen water lilies. It calls for 3 of them. I've really struggled to find them all on the one website, so I purchased the other 2 that are coming from the Australian page, but this is the one that I couldn't get from there. So this is 207 Bermuda Reef. So it's got really beautiful blues and greens through it. I've only ever stitched on DMC, so this is going to be really fun to use for that one. So I'm looking forward to that. And then when I was at Spotlight getting the mounting stuff, there's a brand called Semco. I don't know what it is. I think it might even just be their home brand. But I picked up this 32 count linen for $8. It's a fat quarter, and considering, as most of you know, I have never stitched on anything other than 18 count Aida. I'm just trying to build up a little bit of a collection and figure out what it is that I like. So I've got the 32 count even weave, the 32 count linen, and then on an Aussie cross stitches group, someone posted a 25 count Lugana, which is a Zweigart base for $15. So I picked this up. So this is, a 25 count Lugana. It's just a gray, which you can't really see too well. I guess kind of like that. That's probably true. I don't have any plans for it. I just thought $15 for a 25 count piece of Lugana is just something that I can once again play around in. So yeah, that is all that I've received in the mail for haul. I was hoping it would be more, but that's okay. I'll have some haul next video. Moving on to finishes. But first, my evening coffee. Okay, so I posted about this one on my Instagram after my last video, where I finally finished it. It's Hello Pumpkin by Caterpillar Cross Stitch. So as I've spoken about in the past, I've done this one. I'm working on the Hello Dear stitch along. Part 4 has already been released, which I haven't stitched, and part 5 is coming out on Monday. Then there's also Hello Sunshine and Hello Petal that will be coming out next year for summer and spring. But Sally hasn't announced when and if there'll be stitch alongs, but I'll get them regardless. So this is done. It's been washed. It's been ironed. See, no creases. Yay. I stitched this on 18 count White Aida with the called for DMC. I've purchased enough Aida to do all 4 of the trees in a similar size, all on the same Zweigart base, so they all look the same. I will wait until they're all done until I finish them, because I don't know what my skills will be like, and I'm pretty sure you'll be able to tell if I've finished them as I've gone. And I don't really have anywhere to be putting them at the moment, so I'd rather just leave them stored away for safekeeping and then put them all up together at once they're all done. I don't think I'm a seasonal kind of gal where I'll put one up per season depending on what it is, but we'll see. I haven't stitched part 4 of Hello Dear. I haven't even stitched the rest of part 3, which was the scarf kind of change that I was going to make to the poinsettia. Part 4 has a really cute deer down the tree trunk. So down like this part of part 4 is a really cute deer. On the other side though, I think it's Christmas presents. It looks like boxes, colourful boxes stacked on top of each other. And if that's the case, I'm not sure what I'm going to do to change it. So I kind of just put it out of my mind for now. But if I'm going to be stitching anything tonight or this weekend, that'll be what I catch myself up on. So that'll be my next project for the next couple of weeks, unless the rest of my stuff comes in and I can start on all of that. But yeah, just one more time. This is Hello Pumpkin. Okay. Okay. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? I finished the bee. Bee is finished. I just got on a roll. I was counting down the colors. I started to go numerically again, and as I was going through it, I realized I'd done a lot more. So I started focusing on the number of remaining stitches, the least amount of number of remaining stitches. That makes more sense. And I went through and I started to knock those ones out, and then in between I do a few of the bigger ones just to keep things going. But I think once I started to realize that I was knocking off color by color and I was really chipping away at it, I just got in this momentum. So I didn't get time to finish it last night, but I did it while I was on the phone a little bit today, finishing an orange that I finished. So I finished in this section here with that kind of orangey. I'm pretty sure it's actually like one of those stitches. So yeah, it's done. I already feel like a part of me is missing. Dog barking. So this is B, which is artwork by Lorna, Laine Art, and it is charted by GeckoRouge Modern Cross Stitch, which is a UK-based company. They only sell full kits, and you don't get given the DMC, you get given the floss cards. I can show you, hang on a sec. So, they're two different ones. So I cut mine in half. So you get a sheet, an A4 piece that has 18 colors on it. The way that I found it easiest to do this was to put 9 of each color into a Ziploc bag. And then I'd use the card for the working piece of floss that I had on the go, and then I'd have the rest of them in the Ziploc bag. And then as I'd slowly finished off the colors or got it down enough, I'd then put the colors back onto the card. I got really annoyed with taking them on and off. I broke a couple of the holes, but like picture it pretty much being like this long. These two I got, they go in this order, but anyway, this is what it looks like. So you get the floss cards with the symbol and the number, and then it's got the color. Apart from the fact that I've matched up the black and the white because they're pretty simple, I have so much, it's a hair, I have so much thread remaining. Like I'm pretty sure I could restitch it and probably not run out of any colors. I don't know if I've said this in the past, my sister is also stitching this. She's a cross stitcher as well. And she's stitching it on black 14 count Aida. And we've joked about the fact that I reckon between the two of us and the leftover thread that we would have, I reckon we'd probably be able to stitch it again a third time, one of us. I showed my fiance that I finished it and he said to me, are you gonna stitch it again? Would you stitch it again? And I don't think I would. So as much as I loved it, it's so unique, but it's so big. I think that's the thing, it's just so big. But just look at it, look at all that detail, all the little detail in like these confetti heavy sections. But you know, Kimberly at GeckoRouge has done such an incredible job at blending it all together. These wings, they have like 30-40 colors per wing. The flowers, I know like this one here and the center of this one here would probably have to be my favorite. But they probably have another 30-40 colors in them. It's just, what do you want to see, a really messy back. The detail is just amazing. You know, I look at some of the colors and I think that's not a really pretty color. But then when it's in this, I can't even find it because it just blends to the rest of the colors that are around it and its environment so well. So I am a massive GeckoRouge fan. I'm so glad that I brought this one. I'm so glad that I have another one to start, but I'm thinking I might start Eye Candy in 2021, maybe not this year. And I might get going on these Mirabilias and the Autumn Laine Stitchery Stitch Along, and I might start that one next year. But I'm undecided, so one second. So this is the other GeckoRouge kit that I purchased when I purchased B. This is Eye Candy. I think I got the Right Eye by Carissa Rose Art. The only thing I'm not sure about this one is the fact that the background is stitched. And I'm not sure if I'm going to stitch it. I will use the 18 count Aida that I purchased it with because to me that's a waste to not use it. But I'm just not sure if I'll stitch the background. So considering I haven't made that decision yet, I'm not sure if I will start it until I'm ready to decide, because I don't know where I'll start, if I'll start in the middle or if I'll start in a corner. And yeah, it makes a bit of a difference with where I start as to if I start with the white. So who knows, we'll see. So plans for the next fortnight is to wash this bad boy because I didn't spill, fiance spilt something on it, so that mark there is from him. So wash and dry and iron. I haven't stitched over the black of the bee body yet, and I'm not sure if I will anymore, because now that I've seen it a bit more and I've held it a bit further away from me, you can't really tell, and so I don't know if I can be bothered, but we'll see. I'm gonna finish or get as up to date as I can on Hello Dear. Hopefully my material arrives for Dark Queen of the Sea, and so next video I'll have a new start, or maybe two, depending on what I get in the mail and whether I can also start Me a Mermaid. I don't want to start Buttercup Pixie Blossom until I've done Me a Mermaid, but we'll see. And then I'll probably just play around a bit on some of the new materials that I've got. That 32 count linen is something that I want to try and work out what I like with 1/1, 1/1 or 1/2, 2/2, and all of that, and just see what my preference is. Maybe practice a few stitches, some half stitches and quarter stitches. I know with the Autumn Laine Stitch Along, they have 1/4 and 3/4 stitches, which with Aida is impossible, and I've only ever done full cross, so it'll be a good way to practice. But yeah, otherwise, other than that, I'm on a bit of a time crunch because my sister-in-law is on her way, so I'm gonna jump off here. I will see you guys all in 2 weeks. Stay safe, stay sane, keep stitching. Reach out to me if you need someone to chat to who's been through lockdown, or just someone who's willing to lend an ear, make friends and chat. I know that it's been a great relief for me over the last few weeks with where my head's been at, so I'd love to be able to offer that support to someone else. So don't be a stranger, don't feel like you're going through what you're going through alone. And if I can help in any way, I would love to. Otherwise, all the best, enjoy, keep smiling, and keep stitching. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.